Hello, patriots. Welcome back to the Conservative Crows, where we discuss the current government's actions and policies that we believe are detrimental to our constitutional republic and the American way of life. Today, I want to talk about something that hits close to home for many veterans, the VA claims system. As a veteran myself, I've navigated through the complexities of this system, and let me tell you, it's not easy. Picture this. You've served your country with honor, you fought the wars they required of you, you put your life on the line without question. You were exposed to hazards, not just from the battlefront, but also from exposures to chemical and biohazards. You did your duty. Now you're faced with a new battle, one that involves navigating through a bureaucratic maze just to receive the benefits you've rightfully earned. One of the biggest issues veterans face is the excruciatingly long wait times. We're talking years, not months, to get a decision on our claims.
Now at 6, thousands of our nation's heroes asking where's the money tonight. They served our country, survived war, and now just want to make sure their families are taken care of. That's part of a promise the military made when they signed up, but the federal government is failing to live up to its end of the bargain for too many veterans.
Our team identified a backlog of 200,000 cases, each one representing a veteran who's waiting for decisions about their monthly disability payments. So this process, it can take months, and really there's no guarantee that they'll actually get paid. One heartbroken veteran telling our Nate Morabito how nearly $500,000 hangs in the balance for him.
You name it, you see it when you go across that water.
The battle,
you don't know who's your enemy, who's your friend.
Ended decades ago.
We did a wartime funeral.
But the war,
I've seen my unit get gassed.
Continues here in America for Leroy Perry.
Come back to the States, it was not the same.
A man whose pleasant disposition is cover for a painful injury.
I have days when I have meltdowns, and they hard.
4 years of service during the Gulf War has followed the Army veteran ever since.
Now stuff don't go away. It don't go away.
In return, he's spent more than a decade fighting the VA.
I put my life on the line for you.
For disability benefits, for everything from a knee injury to PTSD. Thankfully, a pro bono lawyer came to his defense, helping the father of 5 finally secure about $4,000 a month for him and his family moving forward. But no retroactive pay, so he filed an appeal, the start of yet another fight with the agency that committed to having his back when he enlisted in 1989. His case has barely budged.
If I haven't moved nowhere in 2 years, would I be alive to see if it do go through?
Almost 60,000 other appeals are in front of him. If you think that's bad, imagine how it feels for those at the back of the line. There are another 140,000 cases behind him.
Typical military, hurry up and wait.
Veterans who get sick or injured as a result of their service are eligible for monthly disability payments. But first, the VA has to approve their claim, decide how much they should receive, and when those payments go into effect. That alone, on average, takes 110 days. If a veteran disagrees with any part of that decision, they can file an appeal and ask a veterans law judge in Washington to review the case. When there's a financial hardship, terminal illness, or advanced age, veterans can jump the line and get priority status. But for everyone else, it's first come, first served. The VA reports wait times, on average, stand at 405 days for the quickest appeals lane.
Can you imagine waiting for years to receive the medical care or financial assistance you desperately need? What about if your home was destroyed by fire or, let's say, a tornado? How long would you be willing to wait for a response from your insurance company after you filed your claim? A few weeks, a few months, a few years? That's what our veterans are faced with. These are men and women who've sacrificed so much for their country, only to be met with endless delays and red tape when they need help the most. And it's not just the wait times that are the problem. The VA claims system itself is riddled with inefficiencies and errors. Countless mistakes, lost paperwork, incorrect denials, you name it, they've done it. It's like playing a game of roulette with your livelihood. One wrong move, and you're out of luck. It's disheartening to see veterans who have sacrificed so much for their country have to fight tooth and nail just to get the benefits they deserve.
1,000 days and counting. and counting for one veteran waiting for help. Thanks for joining us on this Monday evening. I'm Tanya O'Rourke.
And I'm Craig McKee. A veteran from Warren County has waited more than 2.5 years for an answer from the Veterans Administration on his appeal tied to injuries from his time in the Marine Corps. As he tells me, though, he fears he'll be dead by the time he gets an answer.
I fell from a training tower at Quantico. This was in 1982, and as a result of that, I've had hip and knee problems.
Marine Corps veteran Joshua Kamen is proud of his military service, but he's now frustrated by the fact that he has no better idea where he stands on an answer on his appeal claim filed in February 2021 than he did a year ago.
I think the most frustrating part is that the VA refuses to give me my place in line. And I've had U.S. Senator Sherrod Brown, Congressman Greg Landsman, also contact the VA, and they can't get an answer either.
All he gets is a reply from the VA that says appeal docketed status, and that's it. There's no timeline of you're in the 12-month window, a 6-month window, or what have you. When you hear that veterans are going through that, what's your first reaction?
Anger. It's beyond frustration that anyone is treated that way, certainly our veterans.
Ohio Congressman Greg Landsman says his team tries to help veterans navigate the system and says changes need to happen to better help veterans get a better idea of where they stand in the process.
It is something that many of us have pushed on. We're going to continue to push on. As a member of the Veterans Committee, it's something that I come back to with the VA on a regular basis.
Ohio Congressman Brad Winstrup, a veteran himself, says the system is working better than it once did, but could certainly do a better job at explaining where veterans stand in the process.
It would be nice if people could just get a status report on their, giving them time frames. You're pending, but it'll be 6 months, or it's waiting a final review right now. Something like that. So at least that someone knows you're out there.
I requested another status update from the VA on behalf of Joshua Kamen, and I was told his case is, quote, currently pending with the Board of Veterans Appeals, awaiting a virtual hearing, and that an exact queue position or date cannot be provided.
One person from the VA Intake Center in Janesville, Wisconsin told me this could be another 7 years.
7 years?
Yeah. I don't even know if I'll be alive in 7 years.
And don't even get me started on how understaffed the VA is. While the government has no problem hiring 87,000 IRS agents, they can't seem to find the funds to hire more VA claims specialists. It's a slap in the face to every veteran who's been left waiting in limbo. It's time for things to change. Our veterans deserve better, plain and simple. They deserve a system that works for them, not against them. They deserve to be treated with the respect and dignity they've earned through their service. So, what can we do? We can speak up. We can demand accountability. We can fight for those who fought for us. Because until every veteran receives the benefits they've earned, our job isn't done. So, to all my fellow veterans out there, know that you're not alone in this fight. Together, we can work towards a VA claims system that truly serves those who have served our country. And know that I have personally been reaching out to all my representatives to fight for better service for our military veterans and will continue to do so, until change happens for the betterment of all my military brothers and sisters who unselfishly served. I highly encourage each and every one of you to do the same until action is taken to protect and expedite veteran services. We deserve better. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more content. And to all my fellow veterans out there, stay strong. We're in this together. And thank you for your service.